Once upon a time in a world of magic, light, and darkness.
A bonfire, enormous and primal, roared into the night sky, its flames licking at the darkness like a living, breathing creature. The heat was intense, washing over the gathering of tanned and dark-skinned bodies, their forms slick with sweat glistening under the flickering light of the flames. There was no stillness here, no quiet. Only motion, only sound. The steady pounding rhythm of drums filled the air, relentless pulse that seemed to come from the very earth beneath their feet. It was loud but not deafening, a thundering heartbeat that echoed in time with the pounding of feet on the ground. The people moved as one, their bodies adorned with markings, streaks of mud and blood smeared across faces and limbs. Their eyes were wide, wild, reflecting the flames as if possessed by the fire's hunger. They chanted in a language that seemed older than the fire itself, guttural sounds that merged with the crackling of the flames, becoming one with the night. The words were lost in the rhythm, carried away by the smoke that spiraled into the starless sky, twisting and curling like tendrils of some forgotten spirit. Around the edge of the fire, the elders worked. Their hands moved with methodical precision, stripping the corpses of beasts of their fur, skin, and meat. The fire's light cast long shadows over their wrinkled faces, the dark blood staining their fingers as they worked in silence, their old eyes focused on the task. But the young, the strong, they were not silent. They beat the drums, their hands moving in perfect sync, their bodies swaying, spinning, crashing into one another. Flesh met flesh with a force that shook the ground beneath them. There was no distinction in the frenzy. Men slammed into women, women into men, limbs tangled and separated again in a chaotic dance. The force of each collision sent bodies reeling, only for them to recover and smash into one another again. The rhythm quickened. The fire roared louder, its heat searing. The smoke thickened, filling the sky until it was impossible to tell where the flames ended and the night began. The drums never ceased, growing more intense, more primal as the energy of the gathering reached its fevered peak. Bodies entwined, pressed close, hands gripping shoulders, pulling each other into the frenzy. There was an ecstatic moaning, a sound that rose above the drums, carried on the smoke and spiraled up into the air. The flames seemed to rise higher, driven by the pulse of bodies and sound, by the intensity of contact as physicality became something more, something raw, something untamed. The fire, the drums, the movement, it was all one now, an endless cycle of sound and flesh, of heat and sweat, of fire and smoke. They fed it, fueled it, stoked the wild spirit that was far, far away, deeper in the south where only the ancient ones could see. The drums beat on, the fire raged, and somewhere in the distance of this primal night, something stirred. Whoa, whoa.